Hello. Welcome everyone. It is Monday, December 18th. Yes, it is in fact 1 week away from Christmas. Can you believe that? Check it out. I'm here, right here in the corner. Anyway, welcome Stream Elements, welcome Koku, welcome Hamflow, Zolly, Fred Botnick, Stanley, Chocojax, Deffin, Potato, Cole. Everyone's here. Hold on. Before we start, let me pull up. Okay, remember this from last time? This was last time's image that Potato made. I think there is an updated version. If you guys want to see an updated version of the... Actually, there's a whole like paper craft thing that Potato made. It's very cool. Let me pull up the image. Look at this and you'll be like, what the heck? How is it so cool? How can it possibly be so cool? This one. It looks very similar to the other one, but I swear it's different. So yeah, there it is. It's very nice, very cool, very good job, Potato. Thank you. You could build it yourself if you want, perhaps, maybe. Yeah, Choco J Dog is there. Anyway, we're gonna continue from where we were last time. I think this is the last level. Based on what I've seen online, it does appear that this is the final level of the base game. After this, it'll just be the cringe game. No more base games, only cringe. I don't own a printer. I feel like I had a printer. I think I still have one, but I haven't used it in years. And I don't know if the ink probably like doesn't work anymore. You know, probably dried out or whatever. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna update the volume, update the water volume. They probably fixed this in some patch, but every time I have to like set it and unset it. Just out of habit. You're gonna have to buy all the DLC. No, only some of it. Maybe none of it. Actually, I saw they updated this game today. There's actually a Christmas DLC. If I finish this level, we might start the Christmas DLC. Otherwise, next Monday is Christmas, and I think I'll be streaming. So I might do the Christmas level then. But you know, whatever. For now, we'll do this one. I've learned that there is an extra thing here that I didn't buy. The triple tip nozzle. Welcome, Nova. Yeah, it's real. Papercraft is real. It's so real. And then check this out. I didn't even know. We apparently have access to this thing. What the frick? What the heck? This is so wacky. Hold on. Let's compare. This one, the normal one I use is this one. Okay, this seems less strong, but it does cover more area. Now, if I use this one, I think it's stronger. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Anyway, but yeah, it's Monday. Welcome to another edition of Power Wash Sim. We'll soon be done with this game. I did hear that apparently this level takes a long time. It is, it's quite the hard level. There's like a lot of area. There's an indoor part. There's an outdoor part. It's a lot. There's a lot to do here. You weren't the only one. The Trident. Wait, the only one for what? Papercraft? Printers? You guys have printers? When was the last time you used a printer? I feel like it's been a very long time. If ever. Have you? There's probably people here that have never used a printer. Made a papercraft of your VTuber? Oh, that's cool. I remember I used to do papercrafts as well. I would print stuff out. I used to get the nice paper. You know, like most people, they'll just be like, oh, I'm gonna get regular printer paper. But there's like cardstock, you can print on cardstock. And you could go, yes, to a place that can print stuff for you. It's probably cheaper than to buy your own printer and ink, considering like how often we use it, which is like not often at all. Use cardstock, is there anything better? I use cardstock. There's probably better paper. But you know, it was pretty good for me. And I didn't use the best ink though. Cause like I just use whatever ink was in my printer. And well, I don't know if there is better ink. But the ink that I use, I noticed that the colors were kind of not as vibrant. After some time, the ink started fading. I think last year or 2 years ago, I finally threw out like all the old papercraft stuff I made. Because, you know, it was just taking up space, it was gathering dust. But when I compared the photos of when I first printed it to like what it was last year, you can barely tell the colors. They're so faded. I guess that just tends to happen over time with stuff you print out. But yeah, I threw it away. Until I did Choco J Dog, I don't think I used my printer in a year. Only the yellow ink dried up in that time. Yeah, ink dries out like pretty fast. I don't know what it is. I feel like every time I wanted to print something, the ink was always dried out. And like, I don't know, most of the time I would just print out black and white. I think if you mostly print in black and white, isn't it like toner is better, apparently? Because it doesn't dry out as fast. But also ink has this thing nowadays where like it's like a subscription-based thing for a lot of stuff, right? It doesn't like HP or some other printer service. You like buy ink cartridges and you like pay for like a monthly subscription, and then if you don't pay, your printer will disallow you from using the ink. It's kind of messed up. Yeah, HP. I guess it is opt-in. Like, it's supposed to be that way because it's, like, cheaper than... Yeah, like, if you print a lot, apparently it's cheaper to go that way than it is to just buy new ink cartridges all the time. It is kind of weird. Like, you literally have this ink and you can't use it because you're not paying for it. You're not paying every month. HP sucks. Man. What are they even doing? I should get color ink. Are you printing color things very often? Get yourself the old pre-DRM printers. The non-ID lock guns from Metal Gear Solid 4. What's the deal with Metal Gear Solid? Did they... I don't know. What's that about? I would assume that those printers probably still, like if you bought the non-DRM ink, you could probably still use it. I don't know. I don't know how they distinguish between them. Also welcome Admiral Kobayashi. And it is wacky. This feels weird to use this after like the whole game of using like the regular the regular nozzle to switch to this one. This feels so much more powerful. Hold on. If I try this one, right? Yeah, that is not as good. Look at this. Doesn't even wash this stuff. If you use this one though, look at that. Wow, that's so clean. If you clean it. What if I go farther away? It's even good at range. Wow. Dad spotted a tiny Christmas tree in a pot, brought it over. It poked you and gave you a rash. See, this is what happens when you touch grass. I know it's a tree, but trees are like adjacent to grass. I'm out there. I'm not touching trees. I'm not touching grass. Welcome, Tengu. Some of the authenticate the ink cartridges to cut down third-party cartridge use. I see. Actually, I feel like when I did have a printer, I forgot what brand I had. It might have been HP. But I feel like we always used to not buy like HP specific ink. I think we use like some bootleg thing, and that's probably what they were trying to prevent. But it is a bit messed up though. Anyway, I don't know. I don't have to deal with it. Haven't had a situation where I actually needed to print anything in like the past few years. Everything's like digital now, which is nice. No one ever asks you to like print stuff. Actually, like if any students here, like when you go to school, do they still ask you to turn in like printed assignments? Or is everything like online now? You know, back in the day, everyone would just ask you to turn in your papers. No, it's all digital. I think that's good. We hand in assignments digitally. Yeah, actually, I wonder if there's like some students maybe have never even used a printer, right? Especially since the pandemic was a thing. A lot of courses went like online only, like over Zoom and all that. And I guess there are students that have never had to deal with printing things. Imagine entering the workforce and you have to like print stuff and they're like, I don't know what this is. I've literally never printed anything. And then they get to deal with how bad printers are. I remember in like one of my summer internships when I was in high school. That's like print some stuff. And we'd like go to the printer room and the paper would always get stuck. And me as an intern, I didn't know what I was doing and I was always like, oh no, did I break it? Oh man. Then I would be afraid. I'd be like, I have to talk to someone about this. Like go into a room, print some stuff, and then the paper would get jammed. It's like half the things would get printed, half things would not. I'd be like, hey, hey, I'm an intern. Can you, I don't know, sorry, I don't really work here that often. It's broken. And they'd just say, oh, okay, yeah, it happens. And it sucked. I hated it. I would assume schools would prefer digital so they can scan it for plagiarism. I guess that'd be, yeah, that makes sense. It's logical. That's a thing they do now. They didn't used to do that back in my day. Because everything, I guess, yeah, because everything was printed out. Still surprised how okay this printer is. Attach USB and just print. Isn't that how they normally work? Oh, I guess you have to like install drivers and stuff, right? And back when I used to use Linux, that was like a nightmare. The drivers would never work. I think I had to like boot into Windows to get it to actually print. But I feel like it's probably better nowadays, right? There's probably like more standardized drivers. HP drivers just worked. Man. Favorite part of school plagiarism is people going around with bad phone cameras and snap pictures of monitors with code. Turn zeros into 8. Oh yeah, like the optical character recognition stuff. Man, what are they doing? Hold on, I have to check that I'm streaming on YouTube. Yes, I am streaming on YouTube. I don't know. That's cool though. Printers, really something. Printers really are something. But anyway, Saturday I was not streaming because I went outside. It was my grandma's birthday. I went to a restaurant, had some food, met with my cousins that were there, talked about stuff. Welcome, Stanley. Wait, did I greet you? Let's scroll up. No, I did greet. Oh, frick, I greeted you twice. I can't believe I've greeted you 2 times. I've been a TA a couple times, but people who submit it with me are usually not that sus. See, that's how they get away with stuff. They earn your trust, and then one time they're like, okay, well, you know, I normally do my work. This time, I'll get away with that. They'll let me pass. That's usually how it works, though. If someone typically does their work, and then like one time they happen to be like too busy or like they didn't do their work, usually the professor or whoever's grading is like, yeah, okay, I don't know, they're normally fine. They'll let it slide once. You get emotional when grading? How so? You look at the responses and you're like, oh man, this thing really makes you think. This response made me cry. Or is it like you see how hard they work and you're like, man, they're putting in all of their effort. Their response made you cry. Because of how good it is, or because of how bad it is. It could go either way. Anyway, I didn't see a subway rat, unfortunately. It's been many times going outside. The last time I've seen a subway rat was so long ago. I don't know if I'll see one ever again. It's kind of messed up. But I was like afraid I would get sick again. Welcome, Yurga. Every time I go outside, I'm like, man, am I gonna be sick? Thankfully, I don't think I'm sick. I've had enough of being sick. I've been outside so many times in the past like 2 months. And then I got sick twice last month. This month, I hope it doesn't happen. When they wrote int I equals 0, I felt that. It's true. Sick of being sick. I'm so sick of it. Thankfully, I'm not sick. I'm sick of it. But it is not me. I'm not sick of myself. Maybe Subway Rat is visiting family for the holidays. That's also true. It could be. No, but like rats don't understand the concept of Christmas. You think there's rats out there that understand Christmas? You think rats have like a good internal timer? Like they like celebrate Christmas one year and then they're like in their mind they're like, okay, it's the same time of year again. So surely there's gonna be like presents and stuff, right? There's at least one rat. Probably are some rats that do understand calendars. Oh, I feel like it would... How long do rats live? Because I feel like a rat would need to live several years to understand the pattern, right? You see it once and it's just like, okay, this is just a one thing that happens. And then the next year, they're like, okay, well this happened last year. And my rat brain understands the calendar somewhat. I understand the seasons, it's kind of cold. If they can learn to drive cars, they can learn to enjoy Christmas. Maybe. Welcome, Nutritious. I know there's rat zones in Manhattan. Someone might have posted that in the Discord. Well, that's the, like, the rat... Wait, oh yeah, no, there is. There's, like, the app that tells you, like, how ratty a subway station is. But I guess there's also, like, a map of, like, the different zones. Wait, I do remember talking about this. Someone mentioned, like, yeah, that one, that part. The rats from the different zones have evolved to be different. It might have been Yurga that brought that up. I don't know. I vaguely remember this. In captivity, 2 to 3 years. Okay. So I feel like if they only live 2 to 3 years, it'd be kind of hard for them to understand, like, the pattern. Because, like, you know, you need at least 2 times for it to be a pattern. But, like, do the rats realize that it happens, like, every year? Be born understanding Christmas. Posted a TikTok? Yeah, I remember. See, I remember who posted what. Don't think I don't remember things. Sometimes I remember things. Sometimes I don't remember things. Think rats are social. They might be able to express how Christmas... Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Rats do communicate with each other. I was thinking of this like a rat, like, not able to share knowledge, but, you know, you're right. Rats can talk to each other. What information do you think rats are telling each other? Do they have a word for Christmas? Oh, I have to open my redeems page. Hold on. Go here, we reload the page. It's loaded. There's your dab. It's pretty good. Wait, hold on. Let me check. I think the Stream Beats thing that I listened to, they might have some Christmas theme music. Some royalty-free Christmas similar sounding songs. Let me see. Do they have public playlist? Synthwave? Stream Beats? Okay, I can't see the title. Oh, there is. Hold on, what's this one? Yo, they do have a Christmas themed playlist. We can finally listen to some new songs. Okay, here we go. We'll listen to this in order. Wow. Is this Christmas? Okay, I normally listen to lo-fi. This is definitely much higher energy than what I normally listen to. Yeah, future Christmas. Synthwave Christmas. Koku is rat. That's what rats sound like. Whoa, this is so high energy. What the frick? This doesn't fit the vibes. I thought this would be more like sleigh bells and all that. I don't know, whatever. We have new stuff to listen to now. Interesting vibe. Yeah, but like when I think about it, it doesn't make me think of Christmas though. I don't know. Actually, no, a little bit of it does. Some of the instrumentals sort of are Christmas-like. There are bells in the background. You guys hear that? It's very slight. Hold on, let me check the volume levels. No, yeah, it is good. Those are good volume levels. This is the vibe of 25th to 31st. I don't know. Last week of the year energy. I feel like when I think of the last week of the year, I think of like winding down. This is like higher energy than I'm used to. Not just on my streams, but like in general. Christmas music. Do you guys listen to Christmas music like near the end of the year? I know a lot of people do like, a lot of VTubers, they do like Christmas themed karaoke's and stuff like that. And if you work in an office, they're definitely gonna probably play Christmas songs like in the lobby, whatever. New Year's Eve is your favorite holiday? What's the best part? Haven't heard much Mariah Carey. I have. Don't listen to much Christmas music. You don't have to apologize. It's like a normal thing. I feel like most people shouldn't listen to a lot of Christmas music. Sometimes I tune into those Christmas-only radio stations. Yeah, I remember when I used to like work in an office. In the kitchen and in the bathroom, they would play like the radio station. And it would always be like on a Christmas theme channel. I don't know, I thought it was fine. The dead zone between Christmas and New Year's is nice. Year has finished, but the next year hasn't started. I like the vibe of like no one is really doing work. Welcome, Denchi. Right. People are usually taking like the last week off. If you're in work, like no one's there usually. That's nice. I like that. Work wanted a semi-mandatory Christmas celebration. That's messed up. What, can't you just say no? Semi-required? You're just like, well, I have other stuff to do. Oh wait, no, you talked about this, right? This was during work hours. I feel like if it's work hours, that's probably fine, right? If it's after hours, I'd be like, I don't want to go. Unless it's like work hours and then heavily imply that you should stay after work hours. That would suck. Let's see, Nova says, I listen to a few songs, but not the normal Christmas music. What kind of abnormal Christmas music do you listen to? Stuff like this. Is anyone out there listening to Streambeat's royalty-free Christmas-themed music? See, Denchi said, when I was still working in the office, I would always work between Christmas and New Year's. Literally didn't do anything for a week. Yeah, it's valid. I think it's cool. It's a nice feeling. Of the people that... I like when, like, you go into the office and no one's there. Because, like, you don't have to do work. And the people that are there, they don't expect you to do work. Because, like, everyone's out. It's always nice. I had a similar thing when I was, like... I think when I was in elementary school or whatever, we would have, like, school trips. This was, like, during the summer school. Is an optional summer school thing, and like they would have things where they would go to the pool every once in a while, and I a lot of times I would not go, but the vibe in the classroom was really nice because there were like 3 people there, and we had air conditioning. We would just like play, like we would bring our Game Boys and we would just play video games. Everyone else was at the pool. I thought it was nice. Had a Secret Santa thing. I don't want to buy junk or receive junk. But couldn't you choose not to participate? Oh, now this sounds like Christmas. This definitely sounds like a Christmas song. Man, you know what I miss? The the Christmas areas in MapleStory. I have such fond memories of like when I used to play MMOs. They had like a really nice vibe on Christmas. They were like Christmas themed areas. It was like snowy everywhere. They had nice music like this. Yeah, those are good times. Fortunately, or unfortunately, I don't play MMOs anymore. See, the Killers would write Christmas songs for charity. The Killers? Is that a band? I hope that's a band. They write Christmas songs for charity a few years. I listened to one specific one is Christmas in LA. I see. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, Christmas music it is enjoyable. It's a band. I knew it. It would be weird if it was just like a bunch of like serial killers would just write Christmas songs and submit them to radio stations. Obviously it's not that. Unless it is. Welcome, props not Jack. Wolfie Secret Santa when? Never? You could do it. You could participate. You could organize your own thing. And then if people wanted to participate, they could. I don't know. But I will not set one up. I won't even join. It's a band. Club Penguin Christmas. I have never played Club Penguin. But I would assume that they do have Christmas themed stuff. It did Mr. Bright say, oh, I know who that. I know that song from VTubers. They sing it at karaoke. There's like a lot of songs that I've never heard until a VTuber did like a karaoke of it. That's one of them, Mr. Brightside. Also Wonderwall somehow. I've never heard Wonderwall except VTubers. Also the song about the hippopotamus for Christmas. I've never heard that one outside of VTuber karaoke's. There's many other ones. Zodiac Killer? Who's Jeffrey Dahmer? I don't know who that is. Do recommend Christmas in LA. It's something I relate to. Have you been to LA? Is that a relatable thing in LA? Maybe. Yeah, you guys check it out. Check out some music. You guys listen to some Christmas music right now. So first, let's exchange Steam games for €20 Secret Santa in your friend group twice. what if they didn't want to do it though? I don't know. I feel like buying games for Secret Santa is kind of like weird. Well, it's not weird, but it's like I would just, if I wanted the game, I probably would just buy it myself. Well, no, I guess that's true for any sort of Secret Santa. I guess the point of Secret Santa is like buy someone something they otherwise wouldn't have bought themselves. But I'm just like, what if I get them something and they don't like it? Then I'll have wasted my money and they'll have to pretend like they like it. So instead, I'll never get anyone anything ever. I'll never participate in any Secret Santa. That's true for any. Exactly. That's why I don't do it. Yeah. It's a bad way to think. It's probably fine. I don't think I've ever listened to Wonderwall all the way through. I've listened to it several times. But only via VTuber karaoke. I've never listened to the original. There's a lot of songs where I've only ever heard a VTuber sing it. As me when I get a lengthy JRPG, when you gifted a lengthy JRPG. Yeah, then you're like, oh, this game is so long. Do I have the time to play this? Did make your friend sing a happy, happy, happy song. Happy, happy, happy song. What's that? Potato says, I'm not sure if I've ever heard Wonderwall through either. Don't Look Back in Anger on the other hand. Oh yeah, another song is Bohemian Rhapsody. I've never listened to the whole thing like the original, but I have listened to VTubers sing it. Also Ocean Man. I've never heard of Ocean Man because I've never watched the SpongeBob movie. But Chocojack sings it at every karaoke. And that's the only time I've heard it. So that's like the canonical version to me. Yeah, Ocean Man. The Man with the Sand. The Childlike Man or whatever. Yeah, classic. I know that song. See, recently looked up how to play Wonderwall on guitar. It's 4 chords and a strumming pattern. It sure is. SpongeBob movie watch party. I don't really do watch parties. I guess if you wanted to, you could. I don't think I would participate though, because like, I don't know. Pretty often I'm like watching other stuff, right? Why would I watch a movie when I could be watching streams? Right? Why would I? The only reason I watched Into the Spider-Verse and Bocchi the Rock is because I was sick. And like nothing else was happening. All confused, Hunter? Yeah, you also, if you want to do both, you need like you need multiple monitors. Monitors. Monitor. Why did I say it like that? Monitors. Nova says, I need to make a VTuber now sing Hey There Delilah or any Nickelback song. Actually, I don't know if I've ever heard any VTuber sing a Nickelback song, like in entirety. They've always done like, hey, look at this graph, but only like the 2 lines. They've never actually sung a full Nickelback song. Yeah, watch bar. Are you watching this stream right now? What do I normally do in my downtime? If I have something that I feel like programming, I'll be programming. But that hasn't been the case recently. And other than that, I'm just watching like streams or YouTube videos. I watched a lot of YouTube videos this past weekend because I had nothing else to do. No, that's not true. Well, while people weren't streaming, I had nothing else to do. Just lying down, just listening to videos and watching videos. I only know that one part from Photograph. I also think that's the only part of the song that I know. Your friend did 4 anime at once? That's a lot. How do they pay attention to any of it? Subway Surfers. 3 monitors is not enough. See, that's the slippery slope. If you get used to having multiple monitors, then you're like, maybe I should get another one. And then suddenly you're one of those people that has like 6 monitors. And you're like, wow, this isn't even enough. I need 10 monitors. I need 20 monitors. No, I'll stick with one. One monitor, totally fine with me. Never had the desire to use more than one. Is that how I got into Rust? Is what how I got into Rust? Programming? Personal projects? Yeah, I guess, yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, I feel like learning something. And then like I think of a project where I can learn a new language or software. And then I do it. I feel like 1 is not enough, but 2 is too many. I don't use the second monitor most of the time. You could have like a main monitor and then like a smaller second monitor. I think there are some cheap like small size monitors you can get. I don't know. That's your setup. Yeah, you can buy like, I don't know, the size of a tablet. There's monitors like that. I know some people, they use their drawing tablet as a second monitor. It's true, there's many things you can do. You can have a monitor that's like, you know, landscape mode, or sorry, the other portrait mode for chat in Discord and stuff like that. If I was less sane / rich, I'd go crazy on monitor real estate. 3 is the cap. 3 feels like too much for me. Yeah, landscape or the other one, portrait. Like, what would you even put on the monitors? I can understand 2 monitors. 1 for like, you know, watching videos, and 1 for like whatever else, like other browser stuff. Like with 3 monitors, like what are you doing? The electricity bill? It doesn't use that much power. You think using 3 monitors is like that much? I don't think so. Now kind of does. Does it though? I guess it does use more GPU resources, I guess. Maybe. 1 for VTuber, 2 is for browser stuff, 3 is for YouTube. You're watching so many things. I guess that works. Moving your head to the side isn't really that much easier compared to alt-tabbing. Well, it's like you can sometimes, like, if something's happening, you can glance at it, right? Like, maybe you're not always looking at it, but then in your peripheral vision, you can be like, oh, I see. The colors change on the video screen. Something's happening. And then you look over. But, I don't know. I don't need that. What if you had a super widescreen setup for Titanfall? I don't know. I feel like my computer would struggle. Like, I had enough issues using, when I switched to this monitor, had enough trouble, like, rendering all the pixels. How do people do it? They have good GPUs. Right, now it's one half for Discord, 1/2 for RuneScape, 1 to 2. 1 to 2 for, wait, 2 for Discord? Wait, hold on. 1/2. Oh, 2/3. Hold on. Okay, these are fractions. Half for Discord, half for RuneScape. 1 smaller for Twitch. Oh, I see. The smaller monitor. Okay, I thought you meant like a smaller, not full screen Twitch. No, okay, so you're using a full monitor for that 2/3 Twitch stream, 2/3 or 1/3 chat. Sure. Power consumption got better. I don't know. I feel like the electricity that I use is like I don't really notice the change in my electricity bill. I don't know. You guys notice a difference? You're like, you switch to zero. Sorry, you switch from one monitor to two and you're like, oh shoot, my electricity bill. It's like noticeable. I don't think I would notice. Power consumption is better today versus 10 years ago. Yeah, right? It's always doing that. AC takes up the most, yeah. Your refrigerator is probably using so much. Any sort of like cooling systems, some fans, some ACs, the toaster ovens, the electric kettles. Those probably use way more than your monitor. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not. Yo, what is this song? What genre is this? It's not jazz, right? Welcome, Ranmu. Maybe it is. What is this? What? If anyone here knows genres, what is this? Christmas music? No, but like the specific instrumentals. I like this. Upbeat dance core jazz. It is kind of jazzy, right? It had like a saxophone earlier. It's nice. You know, it is nice to listen to new music every once in a while. I'm always listening to the same lo-fi BGM. Now we got new stuff. Good times. Funk. Yeah. Good music. Weather Channel? It does kind of sound like Weather Channel music. You guys ever watch the Weather Channel? 1080p 4K monitors, 30 watt to 40 watt. AC between 3 to 4 kilowatts. Right? Yeah. I feel like your monitor usage is not going to have much noticeable effects. We had some bangers on local on the 8s. Good times. Good music. I remember before the internet was really a thing. I mean, it was always a thing when I was alive, but like you didn't always have time to check it. You know, you'd have to like connect to your phone line to use it. Back in the day, in order to see what the weather was like, you couldn't just go online and check it. You had to like tune into the news, and then you had to like wait, right? You guys remember that? You had to wait until they would show you the weather. Or you would like pick up the newspaper and like read about it. Man, those were the times. Now we have access to everything. Local on the 8th. Yeah, every 10 minutes on the 8th. The one that I watched was like New York 1. It was weather on the 1s. No, they would always have a thing like on the corner of the screen that had the temperature. Dial up. I haven't watched the Weather Channel since I was in high school. I don't think I've ever watched the Weather Channel. I watch other news that happen to have weather segments, but never specifically the Weather Channel. The insane revelation was when my flip phone had an app on 3G network to tell the weather. Yeah, right? That's revolutionary. You could be outside and you could check the weather. Weather Channel is probably the best channel on TV. It does what it says. I feel like the Weather Channel like is probably less relevant now. Now that everyone has access to the internet, how many people do you think are actually tuning into the Weather Channel? Because I feel like it probably is mostly like offices and stuff like that, right? Or like public utility places where they'll show for many people. Like I could imagine maybe like in the waiting room of like the dentist's office or whatever, they might show the Weather Channel. Maybe not the dentist's office, but like a lobby somewhere. When everyone would just check their own phones. Oh yeah, extreme weather, that is true. There are some times when there's like hurricanes. Like a lot of rain. Didn't the Weather Channel pivot into travel and weather disaster programming? Probably. I guess I would not be surprised. But I've never tuned in. Sometimes helps to have expert meteorologists explain wacky weather patterns. Yeah, but people would just look it up online. It is cool though. Technology is cool. The fact that we can just be like, what's the weather like? Actually, it is kind of backwards because like back in the day, if you wanted to know what the weather was like, you would just look outside. Well, no, but then it wouldn't predict the weather. No, if you want to see what weather was like literally right now, you would just look outside. I don't even look outside. Wacky season is April to July. Yeah, I guess like in the seasons where you can't easily predict it, right? It could be raining in the next 10 minutes. Forecasts and stuff like that. What is this genre? Any genre knowers out here? Who goes outside? Yeah, imagine going outside. That's how you get sick. Every time you go outside. Christmas music. You already said that. I'm talking about the specific genre. Christmas music is like a subgenre. Actually, is it? I don't know. I feel like maybe it is its own thing. It is its own thing, but it's also a subgenre. You could have a jazz Christmas. You could have rap Christmas. Are there any like legit Christmas rap songs? I don't know genres. I also don't. That's why I'm asking. I just listen to whatever the algorithm gives me. Ska Christmas. Keyboard makes it feels Persona-ish. That's not a genre. Persona. Polka. That's the VTuber. Polka. From Whole Live Japan. Oh, that song had like some organs in it. Is it like church music? And Christmas rap would be difficult to listen to. Christmas R&B. I don't know. You know, organs. Not human organs. Organ the instrument. Ooh, what the heck is this? This one is titled Starfields, but it's not related to the game. I'm sure this came out before the game. Oh, not that organ. Rap is not the genre for a Christmas mood. Surely there's some, right? Has there ever been a Christmas rap song in like the top of the charts? I know of one Christmas rap from the night before Christmas. I only saw once as a kid. I feel like it's probably common for like kid shows and movies to have like a Christmas rap, probably. That's like the only scenario where I think it would make sense. Maybe, I don't know. Real Big Fish did do a Christmas album. Yeah, Christmas ska. Christmas lo-fi, that's probably very much a thing. Sure is Christmas though. You guys listen to any VTuber Christmas karaoke's recently? I saw Fuwamoko did one. I didn't watch, but I did see on my YouTube. The video was there. Essie did one. I think it's the only ones I've seen. I'm sleeping. Cole, listen to some of the Full Mocha one. I feel like I am subscribed to Full Mocha on YouTube, but I don't actually remember the last stream of theirs I actually watched. It was the Essie one because I went to bed. Yeah, it was pretty late for you. I did not do Christmas karaoke. I feel like most people don't. Maybe. I don't know. Good old Christmas. Classic Christmas songs of all time. Jingle Bells. Feliz Navidad. Rudolph. Wait, we talked about this already. We had a whole thing where we talked about Rudolph. I remember. Christmas karaoke is nice because everyone knows the songs. Yeah. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? No, but there's some songs that, like, not everyone knows. You know, sometimes someone will bring up, like, some other song. The hippopotamus song. I guess a lot of Christmas songs tend to be very repetitive. So, like, even if you don't know the song, you probably, after someone sings like one part of it, you probably know the rest of the song. The Grinch Stole Christmas. That has a song? I don't think I would remember that one. Handflow doesn't know the classic Mariah Carey song. All I Want for Christmas Is You. He doesn't know it? I know it. Oh, that one. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Okay, I do know it. I just needed that one lyric to to know. Welcome, Abyss Hunted. Join just in time for this, yes. It's common for chatting streams where people just end up talking about the same thing. Although I feel like I'm the only streamer that, like, mentions that I've talked about this before. I feel like other streamers, when they talk about stuff in their just chatting streams and they have talked about it in a previous stream, they don't bring up that they've already talked about it. Usually they'll just talk about it again, but me bringing attention to it, everyone knows. I guess because, like, a lot of times not everyone's there for every stream. So, like, me saying we've already talked about this, other people would just be like, well, I wasn't there, so I don't know. Why don't you repeat it, huh? Play it off as deja vu. Oh yeah, it's always like, oh, I feel like we talked about that. I don't know if we did, but I'm going to talk about it again. Classic. It's a valid strategy. But me, though, I know. I'm like, wait a second. I already did this. Sisyphus in the Rock. Bochi the Rock. Has someone done a Bochi the Rock parody where she's pushing the rock up a... Hold on. Sisyphus and Bochi? I don't know. Some sort of thing. I don't know how that would work. The Rock Johnson. Also, let me hydrate. It is 6 p.m. You guys also hydrate. All right. Because, like, I've definitely tuned into some streams where, like, the streamer has talked about this at least 5 times over the last few months. And it's, like, the same topic. But, you know, not everyone was there. But I was there. I was there for all the times. And I'm like, yeah, I remember this. remember this conversation. It was on this specific day. I took notes on it. That's not true. I don't take notes for most things that happen on streams, except my own streams. Sometimes something interesting will happen on someone else's stream. And I'll write it down. I'll be like, yo, remember this? I remember this. What the heck is this song? I wonder if streamers are ever scared about running out of topics about their own life all the time. It is a very common thing, actually. That's why when streamers go outside, they're like, yes, I have stuff that I could talk about, I guess. Yes, this is all Christmas music. This one is titled Workshop. This is presumably a song that you might hear in like Santa's workshop or something. The elves are building stuff or whatever they do. Maybe, I don't know. It comes with streaming a lot because the more you stream, the more your life is streaming. Exactly, right? There's streamers out there that have like no life experience. They've never worked an office job or any sort of real job. Okay, not saying that streaming is not a real job. A lot of people that are streamers have not worked a non-streaming job. They can't even relate to a lot of their viewers because, you know, that's all they know is streaming. But me though, you know, I have all the relatable things. Like, hey guys, programming, I've done that. Well, getting laid off from your work, I've done that. Wow, office life, I've done that. Most streamers also work a regular job, or at least have before. Yeah, but like at some point they don't, right? After some time. Although I guess, I don't know, maybe maybe it's fine. Probably fine. But it's like when you're actively working at a job, it's when you have like relevant recent news, right? And that's cool. You could be like, yo, at the office this week, this happened. Whereas for other people, it's like, oh, I remember like 5 years ago when I did this. Not that it's better or worse. It's different. Some streamers don't even go outside. Yeah, imagine not going outside. Wow. If it's all Christmas music, it's easy for me to figure out the genres. Okay, what genre is this? Christmas? But what subgenre? I enjoy Wolfie's just chatting, it's relatable. What's the most relatable content? Software engineers. Everyone here can relate. Am I still on team not going outside? Yep. This sounds like something that might be in like a Mario game, like a Christmas, a holiday themed Mario level. One of the, actually no, maybe not. This does sound like some kind of video game music though. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. Bejeweled, perhaps. I'm just a regular guy. Yeah. When the lore is that a VTuber is just some regular guy. That's me. Literally me. I'm just a guy. That's my lore. Ooh. Guy of all... Yeah, goat. The guy of all time. Goated. Except without fingers. Yeah. A lot of just chatting is elevated energy and it's fun, but not really relatable. Is just chatting usually elevated energy though? I feel like it depends on the streamer. I feel like a lot of just chatting streams that I watch aren't really high energy. And then again, a lot of them aren't like low energy. I don't know how to put it. They're like default regular energy. Or I guess mine tend to be more low energy due to like the way I talk. The fact that I don't shout or make loud noises. Who knows? You know, some of this looks like seaweed. You guys ever eat seaweed? This kind of looks like it a little bit. Yeah, regular conversation. Weed. Seaweed. So this weekend when I went outside, when I went to the restaurant, I had a conversation with my cousin. When I was talking, I was like, this just feels like I'm streaming. I'm having a conversation as if I was streaming. Yo, that's Pog. Talking about work, and I was like, yo, I was laid off recently. And then I joined another company, and then we had follow-up questions. And I asked my cousin, like, oh yeah, what do you do now? And she was like, oh yeah, I do this thing. I was also laid off from this thing. And I was like, whoa, that's wild. Good times. Yeah, IRL Zatsudan. Yo, they made a conversation based on streaming? It's all stuff that I've talked about on stream even. How many people in my family know that I stream? No one. No, sorry, one person. That one person is me. Myself. There's different kinds of just chatting I enjoy. Sometimes relatable. Sometimes Sometimes relatable stuff or topics I'm interested in. Sometimes I like listening to people talk about things I know next to nothing about. Yeah. I like when, even if they're talking about something that I don't understand, if they're like enthusiastic about it and they're clearly like interested in what they're talking about, like that's good content. They'll just be talking and I'll be like, I don't know what you're saying, but you seem to be having a good time, so I'm also having a good time. People are talking about stuff. I'm like, I don't know what this is, but you seem to like it, so that's cool. Me when I repeat the same line 3 times but phrased differently. What would I do if one of them found out? I would just continue streaming as normal. Although I feel like if someone that I knew found out I stream, I would need to tell them like, hey, if you're like on my streams, if you're in the chat, don't say my name and don't indicate that you know who I am. Right, like if someone from my workplace found out, I'd be okay with it. I would just be like, don't, like they don't know the customs, right? They don't know, like, don't dox yourself, all this stuff. Because like they call you by whatever they call you at work. They might not know. They're just like, oh yeah, yo, at work this thing happened, and I'm like, they don't know where I work. Don't tell don't tell people where I work. Also, welcome to mine. John Wolfington, what? Yeah, the customs. The different policies. Me, whenever people talk about corpos, yeah, Slime Older doesn't even understand. It does happen. Every time on other streams. There was like Phase Connect debuts this weekend. And I didn't watch any of them because I don't really watch. Like, you know, people were talking about them. And I was like, I don't know what's happening, but that's cool. They made an IRL version of ChatGPT called Going Outside and Talking to People. No, that's real. Not ChatGPT. Those are real people. It's the ChatGPT training data. That's where ChatGPT gets its data from. Zoe has had the Yo Real Name experience before. Like someone calls you your real name on your stream. Yo, this song is boppin'. I don't know how to describe the song other than boppin', but it does sound kind of boppin'. Customs. Was that a dog? Not a dog jamming. Dog jam. 90% of ChatGPT training data comes from fanfiction.net. I mean, it is trained on like the internet in general. So like it definitely does have a lot of training from fanfictions, from Reddit, from 4chan, from Twitter, random internet forums. Simply don't know. I feel like I would go clear name online the moment I go for a PhD position. Clear name online. What does that mean? That you would use your name, or that you that you would use your name online? Yeah, you could be part of the data. First, you would use your full name like on Twitch. Wait, wait, you're German, so don't you have to? Okay, no. If you were a public-facing figure, if you had like a website or you had like a notable stream, you would have to dox yourself. That's messed up. We talked about this. You gotta have one of those things, right? Whatever that thing is called. Yeah, you could also make a company. That's true. That's so much effort. No, that's hecked up. Yeah, right? Imagine... Man. Use your full name on Twitch. Koku013. Twitch.tv. You'll never guess what your first name is. It's probably not Jack. But what would it be? What would it be if not Jack? Obviously, it's reverse psychology, because it definitely is Jack. But what if it's not? What if it's totally different? We never know. Yeah, but what if it is? But what if it isn't? But what if it is? Germany requiring you to have a valid address in your impressum is hacked up. It is. I thought they were good about privacy stuff. Without any forwarding service, you can't even put like an address that can send you mail. It has to be your place of residence. Man. Oh well. Anyway. What else is going on? Place where someone can receive mail. Oh, you could have a forwarding service, right? What about society? Hope your PhD isn't anything remotely political. Well, I don't think if you're just writing a PhD, you don't have to give out your address, right? It's just if you're like doing stuff online. Would I ever get a PhD? Nope. I wouldn't even get a master's. I feel like it's too much effort. Like, what need would I even have for one? I'm already employed. I'm already enjoying my job. Would you get a PhD? Yeah, PhDs, haha, got them. Well, just for fun, you could call yourself doctor. Well, if you're a VTuber, you can already do that. You could already just call yourself doctor. No one's gonna question you. Just say it's part of your lore, and like, you don't have to show anyone. Everyone understands, because, you know, they're just like, oh yeah, he's probably a real doctor. Obviously, he can't show us his PhD, because, like, that would be doxing. So we'll just have to trust him. Lying on the internet, what? Started doing a master's program, but stopped once I got a job. Yeah. It's like, what would I even get a PhD in, right? Nothing. There's no reason to ever do it. If you're me, anyway. If you're someone else, maybe you have a reason. Welcome, Namington. But I have no reason to. Honestly, the meme effect of having a doctor on Twitch, but the real credentials is so much funnier. Is it though? Because like, you could just say that you have it. And people wouldn't know. And to prove it, you would have to dox yourself. Right? You could just be like, yeah, I'm a real doctor, guys. Don't worry about it. See, I almost got a master's until I found out all it would get you at your current employer is 2% higher starting pay, which you could also get by just starting work in that time and getting an earlier start. Yeah. There's, like, I feel like with software engineering, unless you're doing something, like, really novel, like some new research stuff, it doesn't help that much. It might even be worse because you'd be spending that time getting your PhD instead of like getting promoted at a job. Although I also feel like a lot of people that spend too much time in academia and not enough time in like the real like working environment is that once they start working, there's like a lot of like work stuff that they're not familiar with. Like, you know, using Git, and like using version control and like working together on a team and all that stuff. It's like, I think there's a lot of people that like, they do their PhD and all this, but it's like mostly independent work, right? It's like when you actually join like a team of people and you have to like write code to contribute to like a central thing. They're like, I don't know, it depends. It does depend. But I feel like if a company is hiring like a PhD for like their PhD stuff, they're probably doing research stuff, right? It's more R&D rather than like typical regular stuff. Maybe, I don't know. It depends what the PhD is in also. All computer science PhD stuff is machine learning these days. That's true. You'd be working on the vector databases or whatever. You need to finally choose a master's thesis and get it over with. With decision paralysis and fatigue. Yeah, but then the longer you take, the longer you'll be still in school. When you could be getting a valuable real-world experience. I don't know. Anyway, it is cool. It is cool that like my cousin that I was talking about, who got laid off from like one of her jobs. Wait, I've talked about this on... Okay, I should stop talking about how I've already talked about this. But like, she got laid off from like her job some time ago. And then she was like, what if I take this time to learn programming? And then she did like one of those coding bootcamp things, and now she has like a job as like a software engineer. Making like way more money than she was making before. And she was like, wow, it is actually kind of cool that I got laid off, because then I have time. With the severance, I have time to do other stuff. Who? My cousin. It is nice, right? You get severance, you have several months to like look for other jobs. And then you just learn, you spend time learning. For a time I wanted to do research on OS visualization. Almost everyone in CS research is in ML or data science. Yeah, I feel like everything is like machine learning nowadays. A lot of like the old stuff that people would do their major in or their PhD in. It's like old stuff. Your university definitely does research on this. What? OS virtualization. There's a lot of stuff. But I think part of me like not wanting to do a PhD is also like I'm done with school. I'm like out of that mindset, you know? Like when you start your when you start your career after graduating from college or high school or whatever, you're like, I'm done with all this. None of this like working on projects, studying for exams or whatever. It's about 9 to 5 Daily grind. Doing this every day until I die. Or I retire, or whatever. Whichever comes first. Hopefully retirement comes first. But then, you know, to go back, you gotta, like, change your mindset. You're like, okay, I still have to learn. I have to, like, do projects. I have to, like, be graded on stuff. What the heck? That's not for me. And also the hours are, like, less consistent, right? If you're taking courses, it's, like, not the same time every day. I don't know. Welcome, Happy Toaster. Can you give me a quick spray? Well, you're not in the game. There's no toaster here. Work is enough for me these days. I do some reading about ML theory in my free time. That's about it. Yeah, I feel like if you work at a company that does like a lot of machine learning stuff, they probably set aside some time for you to like do research. Not like research specifically, but like, you know, be aware of stuff that's happening in the industry. Like, here's some articles. We'll give you time to read it, maybe. Experiment with like some new library or whatever. It's a project by a research group at your university. Classic research. You know, that's the state of the economy. And by the economy, I mean society. There are like some streamers though that have gone back to school. Northern Lion had this whole arc where he did learn programming. It was many years ago though, but he was like, you know, I don't know how long this streaming thing could last. You know, what if someday some policy happens where I lose all my revenue? And then he was like, okay, I should probably like learn how to code. And then like he went to school. He would like go to school part-time, stream the rest of the time. Other people doing that. Yo, this is so Christmas. Yeah, also he has stuff to talk about. It's 2 for 1. You get to learn how to code. You get to learn how to have other stuff you can talk about on your stream. Your current job is web app dev team lead architect. Read about ML because it takes your mind off work. That's valid. It's valid to to read about stuff that's not directly related to work. It's like, you know, we could use this. Because like I'm a back-end developer, but like sometimes I like to keep up to date with like front-end technologies. You know, because if I'm doing like a personal project, you kind of do need like a front-end component a lot of the time. Yeah. I think managers like to hear you're doing education industry stuff. I guess it depends what your job is. If you're just like, I don't know, like a web developer or like whatever. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it depends. It also depends on what education and industry stuff you're doing. But like if they're just counting on you to like do your work and like not innovate or anything, they're probably like, oh, you shouldn't be reading. Why are you reading stuff? You should be doing your work. Can't believe you should be centering this div. What do you mean you're studying applied machine learning? Oh, you just center a div. Update the CSS, please. Update the build system. That's how you write it off as a business expense. Write what off? Oh, going to school. You could do that. That is true. Just file your taxes and be like, I went to school to get more content to talk about at my job. These stories are they're useful in my career. Someone who works entirely too much with front end, I can say front end is gross. As someone who doesn't work with front end, I can say front end is gross. You can already tell. All the software is just changing. There's always some new framework every few months. Suddenly, what you're working on is outdated. Good times. Your aunt is a florist. They like that they participated in national competitions. I guess with that stuff is different. I guess I was mostly referring to like software. Unless you mean that your aunt is also a software developer that happens to do florist stuff in their free time. In which case, that's kind of cool. I feel like if you're like, the thing you do in your free time is like not related to work. Like the stuff that I do in my free time. Sometimes I do art. Like none of that is really relevant to programming. I don't tell people at work that I draw stuff. It's like if you ever do, they're just like, "Oh wow, you draw stuff? Can you show me something you've drawn?" And then you have to be like, "Oh no, I draw like animations," and then you'll be like, "Oh, let me see," and then you'll be like, "Oh, no, it's on my Twitter," and then like, "Oh, let me," and then they'll check it out. And I don't want that. I do not want them to check out my Twitter. And they'll be like, "Whoa, what the? That's wild." She's not a florist developer. And but she could be. Am I gonna do SpongeBob DLC? I don't intend on doing it. Probably not. I will probably do the Christmas DLC though. I think they released it literally today. Probably next week. Probably do it next week. If someone were to gift me the DLC. But then to gift me the DLC, you would need to have me on your friends list, and I do not feel like adding random people. But also, I can just afford it, right? This is kind of like the Secret Santa thing. Like, I would never willingly buy the SpongeBob DLC. Like, I guess if someone else bought it, I'd be like, well, now I have it. Now I have to play it. Now I'm legally obligated to play it. But I don't plan on doing it. For some reason, I thought you already did the SpongeBob levels. This is kind of SpongeBob, though. Look at this. You got the yellow. Look at the same thing. Am I a random person? You're all random people. I'm a random person. You're a random person. This guy out here is a random person. What is this? A dragon? A lizard? Yes, you are a random person. But some amount of randomness. Be a ran smart person. What about a walked smart person? Ran, walked, an AI chatter. What the? That doesn't make sense. No one here could be an AI chatter. You think any Wolfie viewer is a chat bot? It's not possible. Everyone here is legit. Only organic viewers out here. Organic free-range viewers. Non-GMO. Yeah, the robot right there. Alright, have I washed all of the outside of this? No, there's this. I didn't even wash this. Good one. Yeah, your free range. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Free range towards my grass. Here it is, right here. I mean, it doesn't really look like grass, but I'm telling you, this is grass, okay? Maybe over there. Wow. Weird looking grass. Yeah, it's just, you know, the volcano. It changed everything. Ever since the Volcano Nation attacked, everything changed. The Fire Nation. Yo, we're waterbending. Check it out. Whoa, waterbenders. Avatar. I've actually never watched Avatar. I don't really know much about it. All I know is that they can bend elements. Can you believe that? They're out there bending things. Did I watch the Avatar with the blue guys? I have not watched that one either. There's two of them. There's Avatar 2. Yeah, there's a second one. Did you watch it? Does anyone here watch that? Did anyone watch that Avatar movie? Did I watch the mushroom blue guys? The Smurfs? I feel like I watched the Smurfs when I was a kid. Like when it aired on TV. But I don't remember anything about it. It's like one of those shows that you would leave on in the background sometimes. But I didn't actually pay attention. Smurfing. Only watched the first one. Was it good though? It did make a lot of money. Didn't it revolutionize like 3D movies or something? It was like apparently really really impressive from a technical standpoint. I have not watched the Avatar movies. I also have not. Haven't seen a new movie in years. What? You should watch the Spider-Verse movie. Finally got around to watching it, and I was like, you know what? It's a good movie. Great movie. I can't wait to see part 3. We should steal the Avatar 2 assets and re-render it with Smurf models. Yo, what if they had Avatar like the blue guys, except they were VTubers? They could do that. What if Avatar 3... What if they ran out of budget for the third Avatar movie and they recorded all of it in VR chat? They could do that. Wouldn't that be cool? Everyone will be like, yo, what the... You can do this in VR chat? Some random person comes on in the background. They're not supposed to be there. That would be crazy, right? Yo, what is this song? This song is called Downhill. This is the kind of song you might hear on a sleigh going downhill. A sled even? What's the difference between a sled and a sleigh? And not the sleigh where, like, you know, where people die. That's a different kind of sleigh. And not the kind of sleigh where you're like, yes, queen, sleigh. That's a different kind of sleigh. I mean like the Christmas kind of sleigh. See, Denchi, I said not that one. The stream delay made it so you didn't even hear my qualifying comments. The song goes hard, yeah. Jaunty. A sleigh is for pulling, a sled is for sliding. Ah. Sleigh. So like a sleigh would have like dogs or reindeer pulling it. No, but sled dogs are a thing though. Isn't that a thing? Sled dogs, they pull sleds. When I think of a sleigh, I only think of Santa. I don't know why that is. Yes, you sit in a sleigh, but don't you also sit in a sled? If only there was some way for us to know. Too bad there's no source of information that we can use to find out the difference. A sleigh is bigger, a sled's only for one person. You sit in a sleigh like a bench? Oh, I see. So you mean like with the sled versus a sleigh? You mean you're sitting upright like this versus, okay, this doesn't look like anything. If this was your head, you'd be sitting like this. Whereas with a sled, you'd be sitting like, you know, Your leg over there. You would be sitting like Choco J sit or Mooney sit, whereas or Wolfie sit or Wolf's sit. Yeah, like that. Okay, so that's a sleigh. Wait, which one? Sleigh. You sit in a sleigh, but like upright, but like you're on a chair. I see. I understand. Have you guys ever been on a sled? Or actually, have you guys ever been on like one of those tire sleds? Or like it's just like a big inflatable tire and you sit in it and then you get pushed like down a hill? I remember specifically. One time we went on like a school trip. It's one of those overnight trips. We had that. We had the inflatable donut sled thing. Yeah, an inner tube. Slime Molder used to go sledding as a kid. That's cool. I feel like as someone who lives in the city, there isn't really much opportunity to do stuff like that. Because, you know, we don't have big open areas where there's snow. Unless you go somewhere else. Travel upstate or whatever. And she did that once and went out of the track, crashed into a guy. Man. It was traumatizing. Was the guy okay? Were you okay? I'm gonna assume you were okay. You know, it's snow. How bad could it be with snow? So he doesn't like the word inflatable anymore? Well, that's on you. The internet has ruined... I feel like the word inflatable is fine, but the word inflation is not. I've not gotten to the extent where the word inflatable is a bad word. As a kid, I'd go down a hill near my house and sled down with cardboard boxes. Don't the cardboard boxes, like, get soggy, though? I guess only if they've been out for a while, right? No, maybe not. Maybe it's fine. You could have padding on it, though. Your dad tied a rope to your car. We would ride the inner tube while holding it, and he would drive around. That sounds... I guess he wasn't driving that fast, but to me, I'm just imagining it would be kind of dangerous. But no, it's obviously not at a regular car driving the speed, right? Unless it was, in which case, that would be scary. The macroeconomic dilemma. They don't get soggy if the snow melts. Yeah. But like if you're in the cardboard box, wouldn't that increase the temperature of it? And then like with the snow being in contact would cause it to melt. It's probably dangerous, but he went slow. I would assume so. I would hope so. Cardboard's a good insulator. Maybe. Maybe just because I've never tried it. I have no frame of reference. It is cool though. You know, I feel like as people grow up, if you live in an area that has snow, you probably enjoyed snow as a kid, and then as you get older, you're like, I don't like this at all. That's my case. When I was a kid, I loved the snow. I'd be like, yo, it's snowing, let's go. And then as I get older, it's like, this sucks. Everything is like mushy. Cars drive over it and then it turns into like really dark slush. Sometimes it freezes over and like you can fall. And then, you know, you gotta like shovel. When I did that sledding, it wasn't on snow, it was just dirt and grass. Oh, I see. I keep forgetting that's also a thing. You don't need snow to do that. I guess since the context was Christmas, it just made me think of it. I love sitting inside in my warm room and watching the snow outside. Yeah, that's how I feel when like weather is outside and I'm not outside. Well, okay, weather is always outside, but like Where am I going with this? When I am not outside to experience the snow. That's nice. I keep talking about the fact that I've talked about this before. But, you know, when it's snowing and it's like nighttime, I like when the moonlight reflects off the snow, because, you know, like when it's snowing, it's really white outside, and white is like the best reflector of light. So like when it snows, it's much brighter outside. I like that feeling. You know, you look outside, you got the nice snow. Good times. That light is there. Very cool. Very nice. Also, welcome Mooney. Welcome Mooney the Bug. 14 months. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, good times. Winter, pretty cool. Yo, that's me. Colon 3. Is it snowing where you guys are? You guys enjoy snow? When was the last time you guys have been sledding? You guys ever sled? No snow here. It's not snowing here. We're doxing everyone's location by the fact that it's not snowing. If you're like, it's not snowing there? Okay. Find all the places in the world where it's snowing. They don't live there. Sledding when I was small. It's probably true of many people. Do adults even go sledding? I feel like most adults probably would not go sledding unless they had like a child. Or if they had like a sibling that was like of sledding age. Currently forecasted to snow on Christmas. It is cool when it snows on Christmas though. Like just very, very chill vibes. Most adults tend to snowboard or ski. Oh yeah, that is true. I've never been snowboarding or skiing. Do you guys do it? Any snowboarders out here? Skiers? Nice thing about sledding is that it's free. Yeah, you just gotta bring your own sled. Used to go skiing, don't anymore. I feel like I would not be, well, okay, I would not be good at it, but I feel like that's normally how things go. If you just start off, obviously you're not good at it because you've never tried it. But I've been, oh yeah, have you guys ever been ice skating before? I've gone a few times and like I've never been able to do it. They have like skating rinks that they set up around winter sometimes in New York. I went once when I was in like middle school probably, or high school. And then like twice actually like in the past 10 years maybe. But I was not good at it. I fell down a few times. I've ice skated once. Were you able to like actually move around? I feel like I never even got used to like the balancing part of it. I would just like stand on the edge and like hold on to the, what's that thing called? The the wall, I guess? It's not really a wall. I guess it is a wall. What is it? The thing, you know? Just hold on to that the whole time. And that would never improve. The railing, oh yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, classic times. Yeah, the last time I went, I think it was for like a group of Love Live cosplayers. They would be cosplaying as Love Live, and I was just there. There was a guy with like a A Love Live cape. He had like all the characters on the cape. Oh, this was back in season 1. He had all the characters. And he would just skate around. And everyone would be like, yo, that guy. That guy's got an anime. He's got an anime cape, guys. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Forget where I saw it, but there are these aids you can hold onto for support. Oh, ice skating, they look like penguins. We didn't have that. Though that sounds cool though. I feel like that would have been cool. Unfortunately, we just had like a regular railing. It's not even cool. I guess it was cool. Like in a literal sense, it was cool. Because it was winter, you know? Things do tend to be cool in winter. But in a different sense. Actually, I still have... I talked about how I used to keep random receipts. I have like this picture frame in my room. And I used to, every time I did like a memorable thing, I would just put something in the picture frame. I still have like a thing from that. The last time I went ice skating, there was like this nearby candy shop that was giving out like $5 off or something. And I had the coupon. It's literally still there. And I look at it and I'm like, I remember when I went there. I didn't buy any candy, but I remember going into that candy shop and getting that coupon. Welcome, Alexei. The radical tubular sense. Yeah, it's cool in the radical tubular sense. I did not get any candy. Because I'm not really a fan. I'm not really a fan of candy. It's too sweet. Too much. It's too much for me. Okay, I would like to wash this part though. Would love to wash this. Yeah, this song is bopping. Yo, they got the instrumentals. I know all the songs have instrumentals, but this song has the instrumentals. Stop enjoying sweet stuff as well. Yeah, I feel like as people get older, that's what happens. Think back, like, how did we as children eat so much candy? Some of the candy we ate back in the day, it's too much. Literally too much food. I guess kids just have more energy. They're out there running around. Whoa, look at that. Music. You were in a chips household? What kind of chips? Potato chips? Corn chips? Or the British way of chips? French fries. Started liking bitter stuff. I'm still not really a fan of bitter stuff. I don't know. I don't like dark chocolate. I don't like coffee. Tea is good. I guess tea is kind of bitter, right? Green tea is pretty good. I don't know. Tea has good flavor. I agree. Tea is goated. It's literally goated with the sauce. Favorite taste is spicy. I'm not a huge fan of spicy. I don't know. It's like I can stand spicy food, but like I would rather not. Because like, you know, there's people that they can't really eat spicy food because they can't handle it. But like I can handle it. I just don't like it. But I do like the talk about how there's multiple types of spicy, right? There's the spicy that you get from like peppers, just the regular peppers. There's the spicy from like the Szechuan peppers, which is like the numbing kind of spicy. And then there's the spicy from like wasabi. I don't like the pepper kind of spicy, but I do like the numbing spicy from Szechuan peppers. Like mapo tofu with the spiciness, it hits different. So much better. Lemon balm tea. What is balm anyway? A lip balm is thing. What is balm? Have you heard about people dying from the spicy chip challenge? I have. People are dying of like the one chip challenge and also from the charged lemonade from Panera. Right? You guys see that one? What's the deal? Are they still selling that? I know some people that were like, yo, people are dying from the Panera charged lemonade. I gotta try it. I'm just like, why? Why? I mean, I have no interest in trying it, but like some people, they were like, oh, okay, well now I have to try it. They sell it behind the counter, the lemonade. It's hooked up. It's not that bad. If they combine the two charged chip challenge, now someone would definitely die from that. I feel like you don't want that. Back in my day, people only died from a Surge soda. Did anyone die from like Four Loko? You guys remember when Four Loko was a thing? Probably, right? Thought it was just lemonade. But it's charged though. It's so charged. They put electricity in it. It's literally charged. You think they would ever charge Panera with the... Get it guys charged, like charged. A lawsuit? I can't even, why did I say like? Like a lawsuit? Charged? Yeah, charged with the felony? Man's laughter? I don't know what Four Loko is. Oh, you could, it's like a drink. Like an energy drink. The reason someone died because they consumed way too much. Oh, I see. Yeah, but then like who's to judge how like what if they just I don't know. What if they're just like, yeah, it's pretty good. Let me just have another one. Who's stopping them? The only possibility of dying would be an allergy or choking. On what? On the one chip challenge? I think someone would die from Four Loko, that's why they took out the caffeine. Oh, is that what happened? It still exists, they just have it like reduced caffeine. Consider not a good idea to consume stimulants and depressants at the same time. I see. Also, thank you CL for the 2 months. Hey, you changed your name. Weren't you Cyrano Lover 9? Welcome though. I do not have the cool DLCs. I have the base game and I have whatever DLCs are free. The Christmas one. Let's see, if I have an energy drink, I drink it super slow and only have one. But if I thought it was a soda, I would drink it way faster. I guess like maybe like did someone like buy it for them and they're just like, here, just try this lemonade, and they didn't tell them it was like super caffeinated, and they're just like, this is good, let me drink a lot more of it. That's probably what happened. You gotta tell people things, you know. SpongeBob one is cool if I'm into SpongeBob. I am neutral about SpongeBob. I think I have seen some people play it though. No, I don't remember any of it. Got another outro SpongeBob. I don't know. SpongeBob. We even talked about SpongeBob. We talked about Ocean Man. One person bought it themselves, not expecting it was high in caffeine. Caffeine. What if caffeine was pronounced that way? Caffeine. SpongeBob. SpongeBob. Isn't that like a meme? I keep getting SpongeBob tweets in my recommended now. It's all like, yo, quote retweet this with your favorite SpongeBob moment. And then before that it was like Family Guy and also Simpsons. Yeah, keep clicking like I'm not interested. And keep showing them to me. Prime. Is there an energy drink called Prime? I've never had an energy drink. I don't know what they taste like. I've never had the desire to have more energy. Maybe because like in general I am like a low energy person that I've never had the need. Yeah, I've never had it. There was a time when I used to work in an office where my coworker and I would just go to the park sometimes for lunch. We'd just sit down, eat food in the park. And there's sometimes they would give away like free energy drinks as like a promotion. And one time they gave me one and I just did not drink it. I don't know what I did. I feel like I brought it home and then I just never drank it. Or maybe I gave it to someone. I don't know. Prime is Gatorade, but expensive. I see. Prime. Do expect Prime to be expensive. Had the moon flavor. What the frick? How can something be flavored like the moon? Do we even know what the moon tastes like? Do you think an astronaut who went on the moon and brought back moon samples, if they've ever tasted the moon? Probably. Actually, they probably have. Like on their spacesuit, there were probably like some moon particles. Maybe, I don't know. Used to get Costco for lunch every day as an intern. It was the cheapest lunch you could get. But don't you need like a membership for Costco though? And you would have to like go to the Costco for lunch every day. It tastes like rocks. Probably. Oh, the food court, you're right. I keep forgetting. Okay. Yeah, you get the $1.50 hot dog. Yeah. Is this still a $1.50? $1.50 in Australia? What is the Australian currency anyway? Is this still Australian dollars? It's $2. It's also dollars? It's always been $2. Moon dust is super sharp. So you're saying you could die from inhaling moon dust. Use the family membership, but just telling them you're going to the food court was fine. That makes sense. Yeah, dollars. Yo, what the? They got vocals in this song? Yo, this song is so Christmas core. It's fog. Hot dog and pizza? I've never had a Costco hot dog or pizza. Sounds like it would be nice. Moon dust is worse than asbestos for your health. That's probably true for like a lot of things in space though, right? I feel like we were probably not meant to inhale anything in space. You know, foreign things that are not from our planet. Your body just doesn't know how to handle it. The hot dog was never enough and the pizza didn't come with a drink. Yeah, that's pretty. I feel like the hot dog doesn't look like enough food for like one full meal. If I keep the spin emote, I probably will. Of the emotes that are gonna go, probably sunglasses, probably Wiggly, probably the other dance emote that is not the one created by Kuragi. and whatever the other ones are. Have I ever tried the free samples at Costco? I think I have once. My uncle has a Costco membership. I think I remember going when I was like a teenager. I forgot what the sample was. Hold on, let me scroll up. Portal 2 teaches you that moon dust isn't too great for your health. Oh yeah, there was that one segment where they went to the moon, right? They shot a portal on the moon. Stuff on the moon has never eroded. Moon dust can't get smoothed out from erosion. Let's see. Man, that moon sure is wild. Eggman did something to the moon. He sure did. He was out there. Buy the hot dog, then something else with higher profit margin. Yeah, they get you in the food court and you're like, oh, I might as well buy something else. The soda they give you that, dude, is it only like Coca-Cola and Sprite? Do they have like other stuff? Do they have tea as an option? Probably not, right? No, they probably have like iced tea, right? Because I feel like if I went to Costco, I am not really a fan of like, oh, it's just Pepsi? Okay. Because like, I don't enjoy Pepsi. I don't really enjoy soda in general. It's Mountain Dew. They should have tea. I feel like they should have tea as a drink. Okay, now this song sounds very Christmas. Pepsi Max. Pepsi Zero. No, it's Coke Zero. You got Pepsi Max and Coke Zero. You think Pepsi Max was made in response to Coke Zero? They're just like, zero? Well, okay, you have the minimum? Well, we have it max. You have the maximum. Crack open a cold one. American tea or normal tea? I mean, like, you know, a tea bag. Water. What if they sold beer at Costco? Don't they, though? You could buy beer at Costco. I'd be surprised if you couldn't. Unless you mean at the food court. They definitely sell beer. Room temperature beer. I hear Coke Zero, all I think of is crack open a cold one. That guy does love his Coke Zero though. Wait, I should have been hydrated, guys. I'm 4 minutes late to the hydration. I'm gonna hydrate right now. Alright. This song kind of sounds like a legally distinct Jingle Bells. Jingle all the way. Classic. Good old Jingle Bells. What's next? How long is this playlist? Wait, I thought I wasn't on shuffle. I specifically turned off shuffle, and it is shuffling. Wait, smart shuffle? Wait, hold on. Enable smart shuffle? No. Do not. Yo, it is literally Jingle Bells. It was Jingle Bells, DMC. No, it's royalty free, right? No one owns the copyright to Jingle Bells anymore. They better not. This is the actual, for real Christmas song. Smart Shuffle is cringe. Smart Shuffle is how I got content ID match last time. I was like listening to a new playlist or whatever. And then it was on Smart Shuffle, and then it included songs that were not royalty free. But Premium wanted to listen to just the songs in the playlist and nothing else. Can't you do that with the free tier though? Although you do get ads. If I wanted other songs, I would go to Discover Weekly. I mean, sometimes it is nice to have other stuff. That is true though. I never specifically want Smart Shuffle. Can't do that while in the car. Oh, and the just you can't just listen to a playlist on the free mode, the free tier. Man, you guys pay for Spotify? Any Spotify users out here? Shuffles the song in the playlist and adds others. I see it. The reason for that is DMCA compliance. You guys know that? I mentioned this, but for DMCA radio, which also applies to online radio, and listening to a playlist is pretty much also classified as online radio. There's a thing where if you play the same song, or you play a song by the same artist, you're sorry, what am I saying? There's like a DMCA playlist sort of thing where you pay less money if the songs you play are DMCA compatible. So it's like, if you don't play the same song from the same artist, you don't, what am I saying? I can't even describe this. If you play a song by the same artist back to back, that is not DMCA compatible. If you play multiple songs from the same album back to back, it's also not DMCA compatible. I don't know. There's rules about that. And so when they shuffle stuff and add other songs, it makes it cheaper for Spotify. You have to pay less in fees. See, I don't pay for free apps. Her Tinder is now doing a $500 a month plan. What the frick? 500? That's like a lot of money. What do you even get from that? What could they do to make it worth $500 a month? Art stuff on the in-game walls rules. That's like lore, right? It's related to the story in the game. I just got an email. What kind of email is this? My receipt from Apple. My Apple ID was used to purchase iCloud Plus with 50 gigs of storage. Every month. 99 cents a month. Now this song is called Sleigh Ride. We were talking about sleighs earlier, and now it's relevant again. Anyway, how are you guys doing? You guys having a good Monday? You guys looking forward to Tuesday? You guys looking forward to Wednesday? Thursday? Friday? Saturday? Sunday? Next Monday? For $500 a month, I better get a date that's all expenses paid. They wouldn't do that. Who would they even do? Slayed a few times as a child. Yeah. Out there slaying. Looking forward to Tuesday. Maybe you're throwing me. So no, are you not streaming today? Is there no Handflow stream today? No. That's hecked up. Well, hope you recover. I was like assuming that I might be sick. Because, you know, I went outside this past weekend. Every time I go outside and I wake up and my throat is like even a little bit sore, I'm like, oh, frick. It's gotta be it, right? Thankfully, I don't think so. I was spared this time. That is, it's life. Hope everything is good, though. A fancy sushi place with a fancy wine. Them performing Hamilton live. I don't know. I don't even know. What's the meta nowadays? I've never used any dating app. I don't think I ever will. There's like a lot of them now, right? What's the meta? People on Tinder. You guys ever use Tinder? What's that about? Did I finish washing outside? I probably missed some stuff, right? We got that palace wall. Palace pyramid wall. I think I'm done with outside. No, I'm not. The entrance pediment has not been washed fully. Want an excuse to see the musical Hamilton? I mean, you could just go, right? You could go to Hamilton. Rather go to a bar and talk to cool people in real life. Me, as someone who doesn't drink, don't understand. Never use any dating apps on account of turning 18 recently and not looking for a relationship. Yeah. Do I have a laser? This is just, this is the meta. See, this is, we have multiple attachments. This is the latest in our technology. We were using this the whole time, and now we're using this. People go to bars and not drink? What the? That doesn't sound fun. And I say that from experience. I've been to bars, and as someone who doesn't drink, I not have a good time. Well, maybe it's because, I don't know, maybe because I'm just like, I would rather be at home. You could hang out with people. It is valid. And then everyone is drunk. And I'm like, oh no. I'm just here. Hold on, I should bring this over here. So I can wash the front. Darts. Darts and pool. You guys ever think it's weird that they have darts in bars when people are drunk? Like, isn't that like a dangerous thing? I guess objectively probably not. But like, you know, it's a sharp thing that someone can throw. People are out there drinking. I would imagine there being like a lot of dart related injuries in bars. But maybe not enough to dissuade people from doing it. Trivia night. I don't know. I think just like me as a person, a lot of the stuff I enjoy doing is just like at home. Just watching streams, playing games. I don't know. That's just me. That's just how I am, though. Maybe I'm just built different. Not better, just different. How about imagine trying new things, though. I don't know. Like, I'm content with how life is going. New anecdotes for streaming, that's possible. That is also possibly true. But I feel like if I was to, like, be doing stuff outside, I would be, like, I wouldn't go to a bar, right? I would choose to do, like, karaoke, you know? They happen to have drinks sometimes at karaoke. Like, I don't drink, but that's something other people could drink. A bar? I don't know. Simpsons trivia night. I also don't know too much about The Simpsons. I feel like trivia... I don't watch enough. Like, I feel like a lot of trivia is like entertainment, like like movies and TV shows and stuff like that. And me as someone who doesn't really know a lot of that stuff, I just don't know. Yeah, I'm built different. Okay, the entrance shell has been washed. Indie VTuber trivia night. Now, I feel like that would be so specialized though. It'd be hard to find someone that knows, right? It would be like hit or miss. People would either know, either one person would know or no one would know. Maybe, I don't know. Movie trivia or Disney trivia? Yeah, like I don't really know movies. Not even Disney movies. Me as someone who just doesn't know things. Welcome, Yenny Penny. Jeopardy, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's also a thing. Sporkle though. You guys ever do Sporkle quizzes? Those are cool. What about Koku trivia? What would that be? Trivia about only things that I know. Trivia, but all the questions are things that I have the answers to. A Wolfie trivia. It could be a thing. VTuber trivia about their streams. Has someone done that before? I feel like someone must have, right? Trivia for like moments that happen on stream. You're like, okay, in this stream, when streamer played this game at this moment, what happened on this stream? What year did this stream take place in? How long was this run? What was Koku's favorite niche check word? I don't know. Program delay. I feel like that most people use the same program for their VTuber software. Like, I'm pretty sure 99% of people that use like Live2D, they use VTube Studio. It's rank. Ramble. Rabbit or hare. I see. Now we know. Now we know some trivia. Do you guys ever, like, when you join like a group, like a company or whatever, they have like these icebreaker sessions where like you give like a random fact about yourself. You introduce yourself. It's like, hey, here's who I am. I used to work for this company, and here's a fun fact about myself. What facts do you guys normally use? I think my fact was like, oh, I've been to Japan 3 times. My facts, I feel like they're usually like, I've been to Japan 3 times. I won a spelling bee one time when I was in like 5th grade. One of them was like that I majored in electrical engineering. Use the power of lying. I collect skulls. The power of I collect human skulls. Yes, that's right. My collection is growing. There's 5 of them right here. I'm about to head to Japan a 4th time. I don't know when the next time I go to Japan will be. Surely one day, though. Trivia about random historical facts. No, I mean like when they ask you a fact about yourself. Unless you were James Garfield. James Garfield was killed by a dude he didn't... Who even is a James Garfield? When I think of Garfield, I think of the cat. The cat that hates Mondays. See, I was lucky and came in on a random Friday, so I didn't have to do an icebreaker. Yeah, but then you don't get to learn things about your coworkers. Oh, he was a president? I feel like I should know that. I feel like that's something as an American that I should know. And yet, I don't. When you think of like presidents that were not that noticeable or notable, he's probably one of them, right? What was he even known for? I was the only new person. It would have been something. Oh, I see. Would have just been you. It's good because it's an easy way to open up conversation and I don't have to share. But then you're robbing your coworkers of valuable information about you. And they'll be like, how's that collecting going? And you're like, what? And then they'll be like, oh yeah, that thing you said you collected. I don't know. I don't even remember. And they don't really care. But what if they did care? Wouldn't you feel bad? If they were like legitimately interested. They're like, yo, I collect that thing. What if they ask you follow-up questions? Like, yo, I collect this thing as well. When did you start collecting? Oh, what's your favorite thing you've collected? You've never met someone who cares. Actually, I found out something this weekend. You guys know those things they use to tie up bread bags? Whatever they're called. There is a website where people make up scientific names for these things. What's it called? Horg.com. Horg.com. They make up scientific names for these things. They classify them. People collect them and they post about them as if they were like scientific creatures and stuff like that. It's actually kind of cool. I recommend checking it out. They give them scientific names. They're classified in different ways. Good times. Tender my resignation. What did he mean by this? Tender. That's another word for physical currency. Collect bread tags? I don't. But you could be someone that does. I think that'd be an interesting hobby. It's an aglet without Googling. I feel like at some point I probably knew what this was. Oh, is this a gnome? There it is. There's the gnome. Is an aglet like a bracelet? No, it's an anklet, right? I don't know. Oh, is this Half-Life 2? No, that would be Gnome Chomsky. This is a different gnome. Cool fact about yourself? Found out you were pansexual due to Guilty Gear. Now, is that a thing you would share in a workplace icebreaker, though? They'd be like, what is Guilty Gear? What does that even mean? Anyone? Yeah. What's an aglet? It's the bit of that I remember. Yeah, I used to know what that was. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Check out this website. This is the website where they classify bread things. The bread bag ties. Guilt-free, guilty gear, guilt-e gear. About guilt-a gear, guilt-d gear. What is a junklet? Is that a real thing? Explain. It's a fighting game with very good music for Guilty Gear. Let's see. What if they don't know what a fighting game is? Does that ever happen? Do you ever like explain something that you think is like such common knowledge, and people are just, and the person you're explaining to is like, I don't know what this is. Ice cream based dessert. What's based? The press thing. A celebrity going somewhere to advertise a movement. Junklet. Kill Your Friends Guilt Free was an actual Guilty Gear ad from the 90s. I'm gonna sell it like it's Mortal Kombat. Oh, I see. Yeah, remember those 90s ads? Those were so different. They were totally unrelated to the games. Just like some photo of a guy. It would have like some edgy tagline. Ad was famous because Bill Clinton cited it in an anti-video game violence speech. I feel like I remember that. Junklet is also party to advertise a new product or film. I also feel like I knew what that was at some point. There's like a lot of words that don't get used that often. You think about, and you're like, wait a second, I used to know what this was. But since it's never been relevant, I totally just forgot. Fighting game is like ice cream truck. Saying it gives an idea of what it is. But what if they're like fighting game? Is that like Pokemon? I know Pokemon. The Pokemon are fighting. No. There's like, you think about Street Fighter. And they're like, what? You're telling me people are fighting in the streets? You're telling me that they can do this? They're punching cars. What is a publican? It is before it is repeated. There is a party called Republican. Is that they've publicaned again. Someone who owns a bar. Oh, so, okay. So like a Republican. If a publican is an owner of a bar, then they have owned another bar. Surely. That's obviously what it is. Is this the trivia that you use? Someone asks you to name a fun fact. You're like, here's this word. Check out this word, guys. It also means a tax collector. I see. Good old taxes. Man, I'm not looking forward to doing my taxes. It's gonna be so much more complicated this upcoming year. Someone who advocates for tax reform. Oh, is that the original meaning? Is that what the original naming was? Oh. Do I know what that word means? I do not. Although it does sound familiar. And I'm sure if you tell the definition, I'll be like, yo, I used to know that. I used to be aware of this word at some point. It could explain the story of Amaterasu. Yes. Isn't that the game with Okami? That's the wolf game. This is the game with the paintbrush wolf. Welcome, Face Channel. Walk through the path of longings and corpses. What did he mean by this? It's an exterior or interior architectural feature, generally the horizontal aloft underside. I feel like I need like a picture for this. Like an awning, but for ledges. Exterior. Interior. Why would they need to say exterior or interior? Wouldn't that apply to everything then? Is there something besides exterior and interior? You could just say it's an architectural feature, right? Is there like a mid-tier? Is there just a regular tier? Anterior? What does anterior mean? The front. But wouldn't that be part of exterior though? Like I would assume exterior would also include anterior. Deterior? Okay, I'll look it up. Soffit? S-O-F-F-I-T. Oh, this thing. It's the material beneath the eave that connects the far edge of your roof to the exterior wall of your house. I think this probably came up in this game even. When you hover over a thing and it tells you like what the thing is. I've probably seen it in this game and thought like, what does that even mean? Just like how you see the word eaves in this game. Think some interior soffits. Good times. Good old soffits. When I see that word, I think of the Mario enemy. The Sniffit, right? Isn't a Sniffit in Mario like a shy guy, but he shoots bullets? Unless I misremembered. I think that's the case, right? That's what it is? Yeah, Sniffa. Shy guy with a bullet gas mask. Yeah. I know Mario. I know some things about the Mario game. Oh wow, okay. You know, I was like, I don't know if the tri-tip nozzle is that good. It turns out it is that good. Compare that to this, it's so much stronger. Do I remember what they call a shy guy with wings? Fly guy? It's probably fly guy, right? That would make the most sense. And if it's not, then it should be. Shy away. Shy. Fly guy's a shy guy with a propeller. What? Okay, then then I don't know. Shy guy with the wings. Wing guy. Flying guy. Bezo. Wait, isn't that the Amazon guy? Jeffrey? I have heard of that before. Bezo. It's like in the games when they like after you beat the game, it gives you credits, but the credits are just names of the enemies. I think that's cool. It's nice when you play a game and you're like, I don't even know what this enemy is called. Then they're there. They did that in Kirby. They did that in Mario Land 2. Mario, what is it? Super Mario Bros. 2. Bezo is shy guy with wings and a pitchfork. Yeah. That guy do be zooming though. Yeah, Super Mario World. Many Mario games. Mario gaming. Sorry, I'm getting some messages in the game that I've been ignoring. Surely this is important for lore reasons. Cal here, there's no chance of getting to the volcano's rim. I spotted something weird. It's an abandoned mobile mining drill. Something with the mayor. Mario Bros. 2 and Mario World did credit enemy names. I don't think any other games did. Yeah, those are the ones I think of. Did Yoshi's Island credit enemy names? I feel like it did, really. Maybe. Maybe not. This song also boppin'. I specifically remember Kirby's Dream Land 2, definitely also credited to enemies. I remember for the longest time, I didn't realize there was like a true end to the game. You have to like 100% it to get the real final boss. Yeah, if you beat the game normally, you just get the enemy names. Yoshi's Island had the flying stork. We don't even know the names of the enemies. You had to like read the instruction manual. Actually, how did people even know the names? Did they include them in the instruction manual? Was it in like a guidebook or something? Because I feel like if it was in the instruction manual, they couldn't name all the enemies, right? Because like it would be spoilers. Strategy guide. Yoshi's Island told you enemy names and the level names. Oh yeah, that is true. And touch Fuzzy, get dizzy, and then you're like, okay, so this enemy is named Fuzzy then. Kirby 64 has cards with the enemy names as an unlockable. I see. Good times. Games back in the day when you couldn't just look up enemy names. You had to learn them from strategy guides. You had to learn them from the game itself. There's an enemy named Peta. What were they thinking? A lot of Nintendo games only told you enemy names in the official strategy guides. Sometimes the manuals. The manual sometimes gave them wrong names. But yeah, wasn't there a thing in like Super Mario Bros. 2 where they gave Birdo the wrong name? In the credits? I vaguely remember something like that. Imagine getting names wrong. Yeah, they are inconsistent with Birdo. Don't even... Yeah, Ostro. That's what it was. It's fixed in Mario All-Stars. Wait, does anyone even remember Doki Doki Panic, though? Like, if it wasn't for the Mario reskin of that game, I feel like no one would even remember it. Maybe, I don't know. It's got the Mario brand recognition all over it. Like, what if it was? What if it wasn't for the Mario branding? If it could have been like its own well-known series, right? Maybe Mario made it more obscure. They made almost every Doki Panic enemy into a Mario series recurring mainstay. Yeah. How did they get away with this? Wait, was Doki Doki Panic by Nintendo? Surely, right? They didn't just like steal the game from another company. I don't even know what Doki Doki Panic looks like. No one enjoys Lost Level. Surely there's some people that do. Probably. Maybe. Definitely. Anyway, wow, this level is like much longer than I thought. I know this is the last real level, but I didn't think we would only be 66% done. Only ever washed the outside. Miyamoto himself designed it. Oh, so he stole his own game. He repackaged his own game. Welcome, Best Mom 5. Co-developed by Nintendo and Fuji TV. Wow. A TV company making games? A TV company in the games industry. What is this, Netflix? Anyway, I should probably end the stream. It is about that time. 7:41. I guess I could wash this. I could finish washing this part. Main characters of Doki Doki Panic were owned by Fuji TV as part of a brand campaign. Oh. Didn't reach 69%. I could reach 69% and stop. What if I didn't? Look, we got 68%. I could do that. That could be the goal. Miyamoto also designed Hamtaro games. Yo, what the? I played a Hamtaro game once. Forget which one. But it was emulated. Okay, there we go. We're done. Okay, well, we will probably not finish this next time, because next time we will probably be doing the Christmas level. And this song is quite loud. Okay, update and shut down. It's gonna say restarting. See, this is what Windows does. You choose to restart. You choose to update. What is a Christmas game? I don't know. I'm gonna do the Christmas DLC though of this game. Alright, what's today? Crime Junkie Day? Answer the telephone like Buddy the Elf Day? A bunch of other days. Roast Suckling Pig Day. I see. Plunger on your head day? Okay, I don't know, like, which of these... Bake Cookies Day. Let's do Bake Cookie Day... Bake Cookies Day raid. That seems like one that would make sense for a raid message. Bake Cookies Day raid. Okay, who's streaming? Twitch.tv. You could watch ChocoJack stream smart. You could watch someone else. I will raid someone. And this someone is streaming. This... Who do I want to raid? Can raid someone. Okay, what about this person? What's this person doing now? Let's raid Merperoni. Streaming some Alan Wake 2. Let's raid. It also says birthday, day 3 birthday Scuffathon. I don't know if it's his birthday anymore. I guess it was his birthday. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with something. I don't know what, but it'll be something. I'll be here. I'll be streaming some sort of thing. Now I will be sitting here waiting for that raid to go. Yep. Good times. Yeah, it could be anything. It could be like an indie game. It could be... It would not be Power Wash. It would not be fishing. It would not be Dark Souls 3. Well, it could be Dark Souls 3. I don't know. It would not be Picross S. It could be Rat. That is true. There are some rat-themed games. Some mice-themed games. Some mouses. The raid's going? Okay, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your Monday or Tuesday. I will see you next time. Goodbye.